Oh,
We're back.
we're back. Hello, everybody. It has been officially 2 weeks since
2 weeks.
We had the audio screw up
Yeah.
and the whole system crashed. It was great.
OMG.
What? Oh, he was just raising his hand saying that it was his fault.
Yeah. We're not gonna name any names.
I was like, are we already screwing up or what the hell?
So hard to find good help these days.
Dude, it really is, especially for the price that we pay.
Dude. Oh my God.
God, you'd
It's
think
like
that
peanuts. I mean, come on.
Oh, shit. Well, everybody, this is the Built for War podcast. I am your host, Mr. Austin Trotta, accompanied by my normal co-host, Mr. Mike Music.
Yes. Hello.
What's-
Hello.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That jumped. Whoa. What was that?
You guys get a little bit of echo in there?
Oh, we got our sound guy playing.
Sunday.
Playing with the things.
How you been?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
Oh, busy.
Yeah, same old shit. We already know that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have to discuss that part of
I-
it. It's just like, how are you? I already know everybody's busy as fuck.
They're fucking always
Always.
nonstop.
You can, like, see it in each other's, like, eyes. You're just so fucking tired.
Yeah, it's like
Just
after
a
this,
rest.
I'm gonna fucking eat some food and then I'm
Dude.
going the fuck to bed.
Right.
So like we always do on our normal podcast episodes, we are going to crack open our first segment,
Yeah.
Beards and Brews.
Beards and brews. Dude,
Ooh.
I have a shorter beard today for the brew.
I saw that.
I did a thing.
Why'd you do a thing?
I did a thing because it was, I don't know. I literally, like, all of a sudden woke up one day and was like, dude, I'm going to chop my beard. Like, I just literally never was like, not take it off, but, like, I don't know. I've been rocking it as long as it could be for so long. And then literally I, like, looked in the mirror one day and I was like, yeah, that shit, like, part of that needs to go a little bit. And, so I just trimmed it down just shorter, and then but also a lot of it was like yours is so like straight, and like as I go with length, it's like my hair naturally once it hits like 2 inches, it curls.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got that like wavy, curly
Yeah, so
beard shit.
and like I use
Mine's the same way. Get the straighter.
really see then maybe I just need to upgrade on the products because
Not really the straightener. It's like the
It's just a heated.
like a heated thing.
brush.
Yeah, because when I get out of the shower, brush it out, put my beard oil, it looks fucking great. I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that. But as the day, the dust, the work, it just curls. And then it's not the shape I want. It looks like crap. So I was like, I'm going to chop it, let it come. My thought originally was like, that'll come in thicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little stronger, and then I could shape it how I want.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just did the thing the other day.
That's okay.
You know, just switch shit up.
Hey, and it's cool. I mean, it's fucking summer. It's starting to get
Right.
warm out.
Well,
it's
that
going
was
to be
probably
fucking
part of it.
60 and 75 tomorrow.
I give it to you for rocking a 4-foot beard in the 80-degree weather.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking terrible sometimes. Especially when I'm doing like welding and grinding
Dude.
and all of that. I got to fucking,
Yeah.
I got to ponytail it and then fucking wrap it up. And
Everything's
then I
always
gotta wear,
lower than the shield,
Jesus.
always
oh yeah,
hanging and
hanging and dangling.
hanging and dangling.
Well, let's crack these things open.
Okay.
We got Stone FML Fear Movie Lions Hazy Double IPA.
Yeah, don't know what that
It
is.
sounds delicious. It's 8.5% alcohol.
It is, but it's a pint.
It's a fucking
Let's
16
get a
ouncer.
fucking pint.
Well, fucking pina.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
You boys and girls getting off work. This one is for you.
For you. That always just makes me fucking smile.
Okay, it doesn't really have like a huge hardcore smell. That last beer, like, you could smell it in your nose before you even took a drink.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
And I feel like an entrepreneur beer now because I'm always drinking different shit. You know, I don't drink anyway. The only time I drink is on this show. And so every time now when I taste something, like my pinky is naturally trying to raise.
I
And
know.
I'm trying to
You
like
fucking- you got that-
smell it before I even drink it.
Let's waft a little bit of this. in
Yeah. Yeah, do you smell that?
here. Mm. Ah.
It's pretty,
I think it's pretty good. Oh.
I like the beginning. Very smooth.
You know what I just realized?
But then it's kind of got a kick at the end.
You know what I just realized we should do? Yeah?
You
yeah,
would?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big
And I bet
IPA
after a
fan
few
either,
swirls, that ending kick goes away. It just turns into water.
Dude,
It's just-
especially after you take once you get halfway down,
then
I'm
it's
sure you
just-
just get a good solid buzz to
Yep.
where
it tastes great the whole time.
Yeah,
Like, this
it-
fucking good.
it becomes water.
Is
after
it
that.
cold? It's cold. It's good. That's it. Yeah. Oh, so check those guys out. FML, not fuck my life. Fear movie Lions, super random, right?
Super fucking
Like
random.
you read the fear, you start going with it like, ooh, okay, and then the M, what's the M? Like fear, God knows what, but then it's like movie and lions.
It's like Fear movie. Okay, horror movie. Lions. Maybe there's scary lions in this movie.
Oh my God, maybe.
I mean,
Oh, that's right. You're
it's
probably
like,
right.
It's like the dark version of Lion King.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like what was the bad guy's name? Mufasa? No.
Scar.
Scar.
Yeah.
That's his brand.
That's his brand. This is his.
That's him and the posse hyenas. Those were my favorite. Like when they just fucking giggle like a bunch of, like the shit's not funny. You just hear 6 of them fucking dying, and like those are my favorite. I try to be that guy when I'm at work and shit.
Yeah.
Like people are just irritated and pissed, and yet you're over there just like fucking giggling,
fucking dicking around, laughing your ass off. Keeping a good, positive mindset.
Well, you got to, dude. I just things are too crazy, and even just in our jobs, right? Things are so fast paced anymore. Like people literally think we're like fucking robots. It's like, thank you for the compliment of like entrusting me with this much work and whatever, but you must understand that things don't go together like a computer screen. How we are so adapted to nowadays.
Right.
God, doesn't things just come together so fucking fast and nice for you?
Oh God.
You know, and it's like real life don't work that way.
No.
So I'm doing my absolute best, and
I did my best. I did my best.
Please, I'm gonna ask you in 2 seconds what that's from, and I pray it's the same thing I'm thinking.
Dane Cook.
Oh my God! Yes. Fucking.
When
You
it's
just gotta
when it's
stare at yourself and cry.
yeah when it's okay to just cry, not like a nice
Not-
cry,
not
but
just
like a disgusting, sad. Just you start
Dude,
crying.
but the best part of that one was like, he's like, but you gotta wait until you get home because
Yeah.
you can't do it in the car
No.
because you feel like if you did it in the car, everybody in the fucking world sees you.
Yeah.
Go, Blue Honda's crying. Blue Honda's crying.
And then it's honey, anybody home?
And then you stop for a minute because you think you hear somebody. You did it.
I did my best. I did my best. I did my best.
Oh my God.
Oh God, way to start this podcast off.
Yes. That's so awesome.
Oh, what I meant to say, we need to fucking get a list
Yes.
and start writing down all these beers,
We really do.
and then in our 100th episode, share our top 10.
Dude, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get sponsored by the beer companies.
Fucking sick.
Dude, sick, right?
So our topic today.
Really?
Yeah,
or
sponsored by
a liquor store, like a local liquor store. Hey, you guys get 30% off.
Yeah. Dave Co, if you could sponsor us, that'd be sweet.
Right.
We will try all your beer,
Every single one. Keep it supplied.
and we'll put you on the podcast. I mean, what else
Absolutely.
would you want?
Dude, I actually, what did I just say?
What did you just say?
I said, yeah, cause sorry. Sometimes my brain, well, it does all the time. My brain goes faster in my mouth, you know, and so I like collide words.
Yeah.
Something I'm like already 4 words ahead of it, and my fucking mouth's trying to catch up. No, we'll have to talk about it, but I think I got a good guest to bring on to the show.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very professional. He's actually my chiropractor, and
Brian Shaw.
dude, we're twinsies. No, I've been getting cracked up by him now a while, but this dude is the shit. Like, he's like going and getting your body done. Like Josh is getting done by him on the
Okay.
rig now, and yeah, he's a old school CrossFitter, but like just smart as a whip. He's a doctor, and
Yeah.
like anytime you explain something, and you're like, oh bro, I think this is happening, he can just like break it down for you in lifting form, and then he takes you to your chart, and he goes, this muscle, to this muscle, this is what happened. But he comes from that hardcore CrossFit of like. I think he was trying to go to like the games and shit. But
Yeah.
like, you got to admit, most of the time, a lot of CrossFitters are like their squats and stuff. Like they're huge on squats, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
front squat. So like I really pay attention to those people's like perspective on the lift itself, right?
Right.
No, you can't lift as much as I can, but like your form is probably absolutely spotless.
Well, and not only that, but they could probably do a lot more reps
Dude.
than you and I can.
easily.
I mean, that's what they train for, though, is the consistency of reps in like a functional movement, just like us. But instead of going super heavy, they do it as many times as possible.
Right. Well, and like the load gets worse as time goes.
Right.
Where ours is like, no, you get the entire load right this second.
Right.
Like 0 to 1,000.
Real quick.
Real freaking. Where
Oh,
that like that was the big thing I noticed with switching from bodybuilding to strength training. It's just like that. Bam. Like usually, like
Yeah.
you can just like pick the weight up and like you're not really vibing it, but you're strong enough to pick it up. But like once you get going, get 6, 7 reps, get a little blood into it, then you start feeling it and you keep moving.
Yeah.
And then by like the 12th rep, you go for 14, 15, feel great. Whereas this, it's like an axle on the ground. You got to bring it all right this absolute second.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what fuels us to do that kind of thing?
FUD, food. I'm strong, man. I can't spell. Yeah, man, food.
Exactly.
I mean, I can definitely tell a difference when I'm eating good
Dude.
and when I'm not eating good. Like, I've been eating, like, diggity dog shit for the last fucking probably month.
Ooh.
And my training is absolutely fucking taking a hit on it
Your
because,
body, yeah.
so, like, my deadlift max is 610. I couldn't pull 500 off of the ground 3 times the other day.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And right, and it's just all because you're just unfueled. And
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't train for 2 weeks because things got so busy with the business.
Yeah.
With me filling orders,
Dude.
I hadn't trained for 2 weeks basically, and yeah, I'm sore as shit right now.
I bet.
Like I went and trained yesterday, and getting back into the swing of things was really fucking hard.
It's very difficult.
But I've noticed though, like when my diet and my food is on point, I feel better, I sleep better, I fucking wake up and I'm actually like awake.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
for some reason, man, this fucking weather that we've been having, all of
Dude.
this rain, has really kind
Makes
of
me
like,
sad.
yeah,
Yeah.
It makes me sad, but it makes me
Just-
tired.
Right, unmotivated.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, I always try to, anytime it's like that, because I'm the same way, I literally, in my head, to keep me like high spirit, is like I try to think of like movies or shows that like they're in Seattle but doing cool shit. Like it's
Yeah.
all rainy and shitty out, but like they're having a good time.
They don't give a
They don't
fuck.
give a fuck. Like Grey's Anatomy. Seen so many. I've seen 10 fucking seasons of that shit. Yeah. And
My
like,
guy Ryan knows.
Yeah, Ryan knows that shit.
That
and
show is really fucking good.
It is really good.
The
dude.
last
It
season
really is.
was very
I
sad.
haven't seen the very last one. Yeah,
Oh.
I watched. I'm in the 10th season, and I've seen that shit 15 times up to the 10th season, but I haven't seen past it yet. And but yeah, like it's always shitty out.
Oh, yeah.
always in
It is
jackets.
literally
it's fucking
always
rain
raining.
all
Yeah.
the time. But goddamn, did they not have a good time walking up and down the street?
I don't know how they do it, man.
I personally don't know how you could do that.
No, like, I think there for a while, wasn't Seattle like #1 city in the world for like suicide rates?
I believe it.
Like, I remember hearing that statistic somewhere or
I
something
believe
like
that,
that,
though.
and it's like, it makes sense because, like, when the sun's shining and you're getting, what is that, vitamin
D.
C or
D.
D, yeah.
D.
When you're getting the D from the rain, or from the rays of the sun, it feels great.
It's the
It
truth.
makes your life good.
Well, and the truth is that any strength coach, especially, but even any doctor, that males especially lack vitamin D.
Right.
Like if you are not taking a supplement of vitamin D, you are lacking. I guarantee it. I like promise you right now. $5. Go to get your blood work done right now. I guarantee it's low.
Oh, yeah.
Like so yeah, I mean, even if you are in the sun all the time, your body needs it. But yeah, I'm the same way. Like literally, you just like the sun's out, like you just can smile easier.
Yeah.
And just like when it's rainy, it's like, yeah, I'd rather go to bed.
Yeah.
Or like, I can see the suicide rates or like the freaking addiction rates way higher.
Yeah.
Like just like fuck it, let's
Well,
just
and like,
party.
when it's raining, tell me that isn't like the best fucking sleep you get.
Dude, it is though. And your like sheets are cold. You keep the window open, and it's just like, oh my
yes.
god! If I step out of this, like if my pinky toe comes out of this blanket, I'm gonna freak out because it's cold.
Yeah.
But inside of it,
Inside, all
my
cuddled
God.
up, hearing the fucking rain on the window. It's like,
Yeah, that's Netflix and chill weather.
that is.
Just eat food all day. So awesome.
I was thinking eating something else since it's Netflix and chill.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Popcorn. Yeah. So what does your like main diet look like? Because I know you come from bodybuilding.
Dude, I even to this day in strongman has changed a lot, but I am 1,000 off the scales % of believer in food, and it was because I did like the half-ass like on it for a while, half-ass off of it, and like your effects that you feel, like I know what those are down to, and so I've always in my progression, not like as of today, I have to maintain, and I just know by proportion. I used to do the scale thing, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean, but now I can just eyeball it, and it's strongman, so a little extra calories is always good. And,
Yep.
But I always maintain on average at least on the low day 4,000 calories. So, but on my high days, I try my best to get to 5.
Right.
And that's a force.
It is super, super fucking hard to hit 5,000
so
when
hard.
you're eating clean.
When you're eating clean.
Because like I was doing 6,000 calories a day, and I was eating chicken and rice and steak and potatoes.
Yep.
Every day, and then I woke up. So like my diet on a daily basis to hit that 6,000 calorie limit, I was eating almost 12 eggs a day.
Damn. Okay.
I was eating 2 things of toast.
Yep.
After that, on my way to work,
Yep.
I would have 2 cups of oatmeal with a scoop of protein powder in it.
Yep.
Right after that, my next snack or meal would be chicken and rice.
Okay.
It'd be 8 ounces of chicken and a cup of cooked rice.
There you go.
After that, the snack in between my meals would be a cup of strawberries or a cup of blueberries or a cup of raspberries.
Yep.
After that, it would be more chicken and rice.
Yep.
And then after that, I would have like an apple or some other kind of fruit so that I can keep getting all of the fruit so I can get my probiotics or my antioxidants in, so that way I had really good gut health, because eating that much food fucking really strains on your body.
So bad. And protein, red meat filters through the kidneys. It's
Yep.
super hard on you.
Yeah.
And
And then after that, fucking it was 8 ounces of steak and a cup of steam cooked potatoes.
Nice.
And then I would come home after that, and I would eat just like avocados spread on toast.
Oh, there you
like
go.
I'd chop up avocados and just
Yeah.
throw it on toast.
There you go.
And then after that, it'd be some bigger meal because it's dinner time. So that would either be like noodles and red sauce, just because that's where you get. That's where I got
that
like most of
pasta.
my calories. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then like after that, right before I'd go to bed, I would eat a couple more cups of either fruit, or I'd do like another 2 cups of oatmeal just
There
to
you
get
go.
in even
Yeah,
more calories.
absolutely.
And around that point was where I was at like 6,000
Yeah,
or
I
so
can see that. I
calories.
could easily see
But
that.
I mean, I'm also eating fucking 8
Dude,
times a day.
Literally, if you put that like in a fucking tote, like
Mhm.
you store shit, that it would fill up quarter of the fucking tote.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, it's like a fucking 5-gallon bucket of food.
Yeah, or there you go, even better, 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, damn near fill up.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
No, and it was funny too, because like I would make all of my meals one day, and it would last me 2 days, but the whole fridge would be fucking full of meal preps.
But tell me that almost isn't such a great feeling when you open up your fridge.
And then you
there's
just have like cooked meals ready to go, and it's like,
dude.
cool, I can just toss this in the microwave real quick. I ain't gotta do shit.
Yes.
And then 2 days later, I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
and then you gotta
why am I
cook-
cooking all this
Yeah.
goddamn food?
See, I never was one of those people that cooked for days, like once at a time. I just always, I always make dinner extra, and then because I always make sure my kids eat like a good meal at night, so it's easy to make my meals. And
Right.
then I just overcook and tubby them, and then that just gives me all the way up until dinner the next day.
Yeah.
So then I'm cooking once a day. It's just a little extra.
See, and you got the kids, so like
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
But like
right.
since Brooke and I,
Oh,
or
true,
it's just
true,
Brooke and I,
true.
it
It's
was
just you on
easier.
your
Yeah, it was
own.
just easier for me to make everything,
I
and
can see
then
that.
dinner would come around,
There
and
you
then
go.
we'd make like just the right amount for both of
Yeah,
us.
I can see that. 'Cause
Or-
when I'm batching it, I guess it's the same. It's like because it's easier in a sense because it's like scheduled. Like, oh, the kids have to eat, so I
Yeah.
have to make dinner.
Yeah.
Where if like, yeah, you're right though. If they're gone on the weekends or something, like my fucking schedule is
Dude, it's all
eating
fucking
dinner at
out
like
of line.
11, and then it's like fuck it.
God, if there was a fucking, if I had $1 for every time I was eating at like 8 or
Dude.
9 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, but I literally to this day, I mean, I've had to do my diet so differently, but no, every single night I lay down and I put food on my belly and I eat and literally put it down and go to sleep.
Mhm.
And then the second I wake up, with literally within 15 minutes of being awake, I eat. Because unfortunately I've like, it's a good thing, but like Unfortunately, my body is literally at the point where, like, if I go past an hour and a half, identical. Ryan is displaying it beautifully.
Ryan's got his food on his stomach, but it's actually a can of Fear Movie Lions.
The impressive thing is that he's almost vertical, and he can I had to lay flat.
Yeah.
So
I don't have that Power Belly shelf quite yet.
No, me neither.
But one thing that a lot of people don't understand is you can lose weight by eating more food.
You have to.
Because so the way that your body works, as soon as you wake up, you need to eat within an hour or 2 hours to get into an anabolic state.
Yes.
Because there's two different states that your body goes in. One's anabolic and one's catabolic.
Yes.
The anabolic, as long as you are eating every 2 to 3 hours after you wake up, your body will stay in an anabolic state to where it uses all of your food.
Yes.
It turns it into
Fuel.
exactly what your body needs.
Exactly.
If you miss that 2 to 3 hour window, your body turns catabolic, which takes all of the food and it uses about half or 3/4 of it, and then it stores the other quarter or half into fat cells because it doesn't know when it's going to eat again after that.
You're exactly right.
So, like, it was funny because, like, when I was losing weight, I went from 187 or 231 to 187 within a couple of months, but I was also eating 7 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that was fucking like all chicken and rice.
Yeah.
That's all I ate all the time. But I stayed in that anabolic state for so long that my body just fucking shedded weight.
It does. It really does. You almost like, then it becomes like, you almost think like, oh, I'm going to eat a bunch so I can get bigger. Well, the truth of the fact is that once your body starts moving and that metabolism starts running, it starts losing. But if you were to build it, it's building the right way. It's correctly. Right. It's true. It's not a bunch of baby fat on top of your muscle, and then the second you shred water weight and everything else, that shit disappears.
Exactly.
Like, I look dope in my shirt. Yeah, shred that shit and take your shirt. It's going to shred right off. It's not real.
Right.
So it's not,
Well, and that's the thing, too, like, with people that do, like, let's say keto, the keto diet is great if you want to lose weight.
Yeah, if you don't want to shred.
However, it is terrible for the body because right as soon as you get out of ketosis, your body sucks in fucking everything.
Yep.
Everything, especially carbs. And carbs turns into fat fucking immediately.
Literally can do it overnight.
So, like, with the keto diet, that's why you'll see people lose, so much weight after it, and then they'll get off of the keto diet and it just fucking comes right back on.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you have to be a lifer.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be a party. But there's got to be a balance.
Well, and the thing is, too, is if you fucking think about it, like, keto is no carbs, right?
Yep.
So that your body can go into ketosis and can burn the fat. However, people fucking just take their steaks and then fucking layer it with a bunch of fat, and then they wonder why they have so much visceral fat or vicarial or however you pronounce that around their fucking heart. Well, it's like you're ingesting so much fucking fatty oils and all of that shit that it's not sustainable for a fucking day-to-day basis for your entire life.
No, dude. It's got to taste good. It's like
Carbs taste good.
Dude, that's like people like, oh my God, I'm going to eat so healthy. Like, I'm going to eat this broccoli, but you're going to dip the entire broccoli in a thing of ranch. So, like, you can barely hold the end of it.
A thing of fucking ranch or fucking steam it in fucking, like,
cheese
fucking,
and fucking
butter and all that kind of shit. And then they're wondering why, like, they're losing weight.
I eat my greens.
But their cholesterol is through the fucking roof.
Right.
It's like, well, if you think about it, you're ingesting so much fucking fat and oils, like it's not fucking good for you for so long. And especially like when you do come off of it, your body's just like, oh my God, I haven't had carbs. Dude. I'm fucking holding it all in right now.
Yep.
And that's like intermediate fasting too.
Yeah, right.
Like a lot of people that I know do the whole intermediate fasting, and then as soon as they start to eat in their 8-hour or 12-hour window, their body just fucking holds everything in. So they'll be skinny as fuck through their fucking intermediate fasting, and then they bloat.
Literally, they'd have to like unbuckle their belt.
Yeah,
like it extends that much.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, that's obviously not normal.
No, and intermediate fasting fucking eats away your muscles because it's fucking looking for nutrients to fucking use as fuel.
And everything that you've been working for, it's just taking that bitch right off the shelf.
Fuck yeah.
Like, hey, you want to give us shit? Fine, we'll take shit. Like, It's like
It works for if you're a fucking runway model. Other
dude,
than that, it's not
literally
a fucking sustainable way to live.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is that so many people like they jump around with all these diets and they do that. They may look good for 3 months, like it's my wedding, so let's try this crazy ass thing, not toward what you guys are saying,
Right.
or what you guys are doing, but that's a big one for people, right? Summertime, fucking New Year's Eve, and a wedding. Those are the biggies. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in such good shape, so I'm gonna start some bullshit diet. You may work, but that's like, dude, that just breaks down to the flat out just newbie game.
Well,
thing.
and the thing is too is that like with that whole the different like fad diets and everything,
yeah.
like the Western diet or the fucking organic diet or whatever diet you
what is
do,
it, paleo,
yeah, which is
yeah.
huge in the CrossFit game.
Yep.
The thing is about those is I've heard so many people fucking do these different diets.
Yep.
And they don't fucking stick to the diet.
Never.
And then they wonder why it's not fucking working.
Right.
And then they go to the next fad diet.
Exactly.
Well, that's not working for me
Exactly. So
either.
they jump. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, every single fucking diet will work. Every single one will work, no matter fucking what.
Yeah.
But the issue is people don't fucking put in the day-to-day work when it comes to that, and then they wonder why it's not working. Oh, well, my body's different. Get the fuck out of here. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Your body may be different, and it may take calories or carbs or
Right. You just
fats or...
gotta redefine those little things.
Yeah.
Everybody's
But every single diet
works
works.
because they're all based around the same thing: calories in, calories out. What are you using? What are you taking? Like
Exactly.
that's all it is, and keeping yourself in a climb all the time. But like right as it starts to teeter, boom, you're filling it up.
Exactly.
That's what it should. You're trying to time it exactly right.
Right.
So it's fueling it. It's getting rid of all the excess, all the junk. Because no matter what, you're gonna have junk, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the pile. But like it should be limit. Like it should be very small compared to the amount that comes in. And but the right as it teeters of like using shit up, boom, you're adding it again.
Oh, yeah.
And it's flushing the rest out.
Well, and that's the thing, too, like what you just said with the whole calories in and calories out. Like, there's plenty of calculators on the internet that you can use to see how many fucking calories you burn a day.
Exactly.
And as long as you are, I mean, some people are different. Like, some people have fucking thyroid issues or gland problems, something like that. They got to tweak that diet a little bit more.
It's
They got to
just a
have,
tweak.
a little bit more
that's
fruit, a little less carbs, a little more calories, whatever it may be. But like on a day-to-day basis, if I'm training every single day, I know that I'm burning around 4,000 to 5,000 calories.
Easily.
I mean, from sweating my ass off at work to going to the gym, sweating my ass off to doing, all of the lawn stuff, like all the landscaping stuff that I do around the house. Like I know that I'm burning around that, so I have to match that plus an extra 500 or so calories to try and gain weight or maintain my weight.
Exactly.
Because and then like sleeping burns fucking calories.
It works.
So
when
you have
stop
to
working, now it's chill time. Like now your body's just in recover. Like,
Right.
Let's go crazy. Like call the crews out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
They just get to work. So they're working fucking super hard at night. So yeah, I mean, that's right. Like all diets are the same. It just puts you on that path, that road. But you gotta take the time, the consistency to figure out what the tweaks are for you. Because any diet will work. But and then you also gotta think like, dude, 3 months in or whatever, those are just your body because your body gets shocked to the adaptment, right? And it will adapt, so it will give you new gains. It's the newbie gains, but stopping after that, it's like, oh, that sounds so good. And but the truth is, it's like, how long were you not doing that?
Exactly.
And you just, this isn't your phone. It doesn't take 5 seconds. Okay, so your last 15 years of not eating and then whatever, trashing your body, and then all of a sudden you're just expecting this diet to work in 2-3 months. It's like, bro, you're trying to trash off 15 years of bullshit.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, you got to realize, like, you don't get fucking big and strong in a day.
Nope.
You don't get fucking skinny in a day.
Nope.
Because there's a compound effect when it comes to strength gains or weight loss or basically everything in life other than fucking sending a text message
Pretty
or
much.
looking something up on the internet. There's a compound effect. The more you do something every single day and more often, it compounds into losing the fucking 40 pounds that you want to lose or gaining the 50 pounds in the fucking strength that comes with it.
Yep.
Like, if you work out fucking 5 or 6 times a week, that is all going to compound into a strength gain for that week.
Absolutely.
And I mean, even with weight loss, like if you start to work out and start to fucking eat right, like you're not just going to get skinny in a day. You're not going to get skinny. You're not going to lose your weight. It's going to take some fucking time, because you getting fucking fat did not take a day. It didn't take a day. It's not going to take a fucking day to lose all that weight. So it's going to have to be a day-to-day basis of working your fucking ass off and making sure that you do the shit that you need to do.
You have to.
I mean, that's just what it comes down to.
Right, and it has to come down to just as like, I'm actually going through all this stuff with my wife right now, and she's doing great. She's actually like, but as I was telling her, because she thought the opposite, like most people. Well, what are you talking about? I want to lose weight. I don't eat. I was like, no, you need to start eating. Like your body has to get in process, and literally, you can look it up. I don't know the terms, so I can give it to you in like bro science. But like literally, as you change and you start doing this, your body's adaptable. It listens to what you say, even if it's bad, right? It'll give you the signs of like, stop that shit.
Right.
But after a while, you keep forcing it. It's like, all right, brother, like this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it changes. So when you do that, like literally any doctor, like, because they got so much, so much science behind this now, they got entire, like medical wings that go all into strength and fitness, right? And one of these guys was talking about, and he was a scientist, and he's like, yeah, as people change, like if you were to look at the way, like I guess it would be called like your nerves and like your nerve system, like the meaning to your body's existence, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Compared to a normal person's. Like if you were to look at yours and then to a normal person's, literally like it is set and it has rebuilt and reset to like operate for a different purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
like it's calories in, calories, it's strength building. It knows the process. Like it has this whole like different mission statement than a normal
You
person's.
basically program your body
Yeah.
after a while of doing the whole strength training or
Yes.
weight loss, whatever it
Exactly.
is. And then your body becomes adapted to whatever that you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that once you have done that, then that's when you really start seeing the things.
Right.
And that's the only way is from consistency. Like it has to be like you making your meals, taking your water, drinking all this stuff. It has to be like you not brushing your teeth. It's impossible to walk out of the house without doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing too. Like you just brought up water.
Dude,
Your body is made
God.
of fucking water.
Dude.
And if you are not intaking water, like water is one of the biggest keys to weight loss or strength gain. It doesn't matter what it is.
You have to have it.
Like I do my best to drink over a gallon a day every single day because I know that the body, the fucking scientists say that you're only supposed to have 8 cups of water.
Bullshit.
8 12-ounce cups of water. Really, what you need to be fucking doing, and this goes for fucking everybody, is everybody needs to be drinking a gallon of water a day.
Literally. Unless you're like super little. But
No, even then, fucking the more that you drink is the more that it's going to fucking sit in your body and it's going to process your system faster.
Yes.
That's why, like, when you train, when you're fucking half hungover, your body's dehydrated.
Yeah.
You're going to train like shit.
Right.
But if you fucking follow your water intake and make sure that you're hydrated and you're not pissing like completely clear.
Right, because then you're just pissing out you flushed your electrolytes.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
flushing your minerals
your
out.
water
that you
and
need.
your food are very much in the same. Like your caloric intake to your water should be.
But your eating to your water ingestion should be basically fucking the same exact thing. And at that point, if you are eating enough food and drinking as much water as fucking possible, you won't fucking piss out your minerals because you're ingesting minerals and fucking all your electrolytes into your system as you're fucking eating.
Yep.
So like it doesn't matter.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like literally a true test of it is if people that do drink, see if this has happened to you. You can tell when your diet is off, even for like people like me and you that have been doing this game for fucking years on years, and our body's adapted to it. Is that some days, literally, like it seems like the water, it just runs right through you. I mean, it literally, like, it's like, what the fuck? I'm drinking like normally, but like it's just pissing out every 2 minutes, and it's like, well, then you already know that your food's probably off. Something's not sticking quite right, and it's like, well, I ate the same shit last night, but it's the little things I feel with your diet, but that's what also keeps it like.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, we lost the feed, but it's all right. We'll be with you in a second, and you guys gotta. that's why you got to always process it and pay attention.
Right.
Because things can still change. I mean, the body is still changing, even though it's adaptable and it's during what you're saying and doing. It's a body, and it kind of, bodies do what the fuck they want to do sometimes. And
we need to get a camera.
dude, we have got to get a real camera.
So if you're listening, we basically just lost the fucking video feed again because my phone is so full of shit.
So full of shit. I know.
It's fucking.
That's not porn.
It is definitely not that. I don't save any of those videos.
Incognito mode.
That's streaming only, and it does not save.
Where's your incognito browser?
Oh my gosh, it was so funny the other night. I can't remember what we were talking about, but we were sitting around the table, and Brooke was saying something, and I went to look something up, and when I look something up, I always hit the microphone button so that I can just talk into it. And then she said something about, like, boobs. And I was like, no, but I love your tits. And it came up on that. And then it was just, like, X videos, XNXX, Pornhub. I was like, oh, my God, that's on my history now.
Dude, it recorded it and listened to you.
It did, too. And I pulled up, and Brooke was like, what are you looking up? I was like, I don't even know.
I swears it. I didn't.
She was laughing about it. I thought it was kind of funny. It was definitely one of those moments
awesome.
where it was like, definitely didn't mean to do this.
But that was funny.
But it was funny.
That's awesome. It's because your phone is listening all the time.
Oh, dude, everything's listening all the time.
Everything's listening, so we're here to tell you.
What I was thinking, though, for a video camera was, let's just do a GoPro with, like, an LCD
Dude,
fucking back on it.
that's so funny that you said that. Were we talking about that? Maybe it was with my brother. I said the same exact thing because I've been talking about cameras because I want to start doing feeds on the lifts and everything else. And I was like, but we got to get a real camera. And my brother, I think it was, said the same exact thing. He's like, get a GoPro.
Yeah.
And he's like, those things are ill. And I was like, so true. And so that's what we're gonna have to do.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have so many fucking videos on this damn
so
thing.
many videos. They're all lifting videos.
Dude, they literally are.
Yeah, that's how my phone is. It's packed.
Yeah.
It's got so much lifting videos.
Like, I don't have anything on there other than lifting videos and then, like, the podcast videos.
Right.
Which I think I downloaded all of them on my computer.
Nice.
The issue is that when I download them to YouTube and put them on my video editing software, it takes fucking, like, 3 or 4 hours to fucking convert it so that I can put it on YouTube.
No shit.
So that's why I don't put them on YouTube so often, is
It's
because
just a
it
process.
takes so much
It's
damn
such a
time.
process,
Yeah, and then my computer has like a automatic shutdown mode to where, like, after a certain amount of time, it fucking shuts my computer off and then it fucking cancels the download.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you have to literally be by it, like keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, so like right after this, to put that video on YouTube, it's going to take probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fucking sit on the couch and hit
keep-
download and fucking... Easy, dude. Sorry, the dog's fucking throwing toys at me. Yeah, I just got to fucking sit there on the computer basically the
Jeez.
entire time, and then the fucking computer gets dead or fucking
Right.
low on battery, so I
Right.
got to go
Go
plug it
plug it
in
in.
real quick and go sit at my desk. The fucking hard life of a fucking video, audio editor, fucking podcaster. Fucking, it is what it is. So yeah, I guess what we're trying to say here is that
Literally.
diet is key.
Dude, your diet really is, and we bring this up because especially for new lifters and stuff. I actually had a drywaller ask me last week. We were sitting there and he was hauling sheets in. He's a younger dude, like looked like he played football or something.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there working and shit, and he like walked upstairs and he's like, hey bro, he's like, what do you take? He's like, do you take like protein and like, you know, just immediately going in with like sups and shit. And I was like, bro, I was like, before you even go there, I was like, what are you eating, dude? I was like, where's your water? I was like, I've been watching your ass for almost 2 hours, and I have not seen you take one sip of water, brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's in your lunchbox? You got a lunchbox? No, I was gonna just go hit up like Mickey D's or some shit, like, you know. I was like, bro, there you go, right there. Like, before you even start that road of fucking proteins and creatine.
Supplements are fucking supposed to supplement the areas that you are not, that
Exactly.
you're lacking those supplements in.
Exactly,
I mean,
right.
it's like your food, you should be able to get everything out of your food.
Exactly.
And if you're not, then
You
that means
supplement,
that
yeah.
means that you're lacking in one area because your food isn't completely on point.
Yep.
And like Rich Piana was the biggest.
He was huge.
He had
I learned so much
he
from
had
that
a
dude.
big fucking supplement line, which is 5%. A company that I'm very big on, obviously.
Obviously.
But the whole thing that he always said was, fuck supplements, get your fucking diet
Dude,
together.
yeah.
Because you should be getting everything out of your diet. Hey, knock it off. You should be getting everything out of your diet that your body needs.
Yes.
And if you're not, it's because you're working so much or... Max, no, drop that. Sorry, my dogs are freaking nuts. Most of the time I put them outside, but the grass is so wet and I just cut it, and the last thing I want them to do is
Mud
come in
and
and
shit,
tear up
yeah.
the house. But no, so like he has a thing called Real Carbs, which is a big thing of basically meal replacement carbohydrates.
Yep.
And it's great because like if you can't get that meal in because you're working so
Absolutely,
much
right.
like you and I do,
Yep.
it's nice just to throw it in a shaker bottle,
absolutely.
throw some water or some milk in it, smack it down, boom, there's your meal. You got your
Absolutely.
carbs, you got your calories, you got your
They're
fucking
fast,
proteins,
and it's
and it's
fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, like creatine is great because it's hard to get creatine out of foods unless you're eating a shitload of red meat.
Exactly.
But creatine is also one of those supplements to where you kind of need to take it
Yeah.
because and you need to stay consistent with it again.
It's a consistent. Yeah.
Like
It's a
5
build up.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
like
build-up.
like there's so many people that do like the 20 milligram creatine loads for like 2 weeks and then they'll
Yeah.
drop it down to 5 and just run that consistently.
Yep.
But creatine makes you super fucking strong and
Yeah.
it produces a couple of chemicals in your body that help your recovery just that much more faster.
Yeah.
So like creatine's one of those things, but like all these fucking whey protein, man, most of them just have just garbage fillers
It's
in them.
pure, yeah, it's pure shit.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the only good ones I found is like the actual, and they sell that shit at Walmart and stuff. And I, to this day, still take that. I don't go spend the hardcore money on all the shit. Is the old school gold standard whey.
Yep.
It's actually a very clean product.
It
actually
really is. It's a very underrated product.
It's an underrated. A lot of times people don't look at it because it's not sitting in your vitamin shop or your GNC, and it's not
Or your
glittered.
Max Muscle,
yeah,
all that
or
kinda
whatever.
shit.
And you got a fucking bodybuilder next to it. It's just sitting on the shelf at Walgreens or Walmart, and it's like, dude, no shit. Like
Yeah.
I swear to you, it's cheaper, and that shit is legit. It may not have. Yeah, it'll say like, oh, not like 64 grams per scoop. Bullshit.
Yeah.
You're getting like maybe 30, and the rest is pure filler. It's bullshit.
Seeing like I have a couple of buddies that work at the different supplement shops, like the nutrition shop or nutrition company out of Westminster. What I got hooked onto was this protein called Syntha-6.
Yes.
Big red jug.
Mhm.
You can see it right
Yep,
over
yep,
there.
yep.
The flavor is amazing.
Is it?
But it's not full of all of those fucking garbage
It's a clean
fillers.
one.
It is an
Nice.
extremely clean,
Fuck yeah.
and it's a good meal replacement.
Nice.
So that's why like I'll add a scoop in with my oatmeal in the morning
There you go.
after my eggs. So
Yeah.
that way I just get as much fucking protein in there as possible because when my diet is completely right,
Yeah.
I'm ingesting over 300 grams of protein
Yeah, right,
a
easily.
day.
Yeah.
And which that's what my body needs.
It needs it.
To
Yeah.
be strong and to grow strength and to recover fastly so that I can train for the next day.
Absolutely.
But that's why 5% nutrition doesn't have a whey protein.
No. they
Because that's one thing that Rich Piana was really big
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
He's
He's
like, I don't
huge.
make fucking protein
No.
shakes because that shit's for the
It's
fucking birds. You should
bullshit.
be getting your protein from your food.
don't. Exactly. Or he just does the. Doesn't he do the egg whites?
Mhm.
Like where you can literally put it on a pan if you wanted to. You could put it in your shake, or you could just put it on a
That's
pan.
actually muscle egg.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, he just used it.
He
Oh,
just used
okay,
it all the
okay,
time. Which,
okay.
and by the way, muscle egg is fucking awesome because it is pure egg whites.
Yeah.
It is real
Which is the best
liquid
one.
egg whites that
It's crazy.
you can toss on a fucking Skittle
Yep.
or Skittle.
Skillet.
A griddle.
Or skillet. Yeah, griddle, skillet.
One of those
whatever,
things.
Whatever.
You can toss it on there and you can cook them up, but
Yeah.
most of them are fucking flavored. So you got your like your
Right,
chocolate,
right.
your birthday cake, you
Right.
got all that,
It's meant
or
to
you
be
can fucking
drink, but-
toss a couple of cups in there and it fucking gives you all of your egg whites for that day
Yep.
that you need, and you can just fucking chug it down real
Yeah,
quick.
right.
Oh,
It's
man.
just showing the proof of like do that with another thing.
Yeah. Well, and it's pasteurized at a certain temperature, so that way that
That's
it
wild.
doesn't give you salmonella or anything
Right,
like that.
yeah,
But
don't
it
get you
is
sick.
actually raw
Real-
egg whites.
Yeah, that's wild.
Which is fucking awesome.
Right, just the basics, dude. People, I think that's the big thing about strength training, nutrition, everything. People try to get too crazy with shit. Like, what's the newest fad and what's the scientists say? It's like, brother, people have been jacked and built and strong, probably stronger than we are now as a society.
Yeah.
Back in the fucking day when they had to travel 1,000 miles to move, like with their 800 people, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you listen to fucking guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he's like, I was eating all the time, and I was training 3 to 4 hours a
Dude.
day, and he was like, to get our tan for bodybuilding, like there weren't tanning
No.
beds. He's like, so we went and spent an hour on
Yeah.
the beach every single day to get
Yep.
our tan.
Yep.
And it's like, that's the shit that fucking works.
Exactly.
Like all
The
of this new stuff
basic
that's
ass
coming out,
shit.
all of this stuff that's
Dude.
coming out is more or less just the same thing. It's just reinvented.
That's all
And
it
if you
is.
just keep it to the basics, like guys like Franco Colombo and Arnold Schwarzenegger and like the old school fucking
Yeah.
not Phil Heath, Dorian Yates, like
Yeah.
all of those guys,
fucking
like all of those big bodybuilders or all the old school strongmen, like
Yep.
like Franco was a strongman for a long time.
dude, Franco was pound for pound the strongest son of a bitch ever.
Yeah,
He was.
he really was, because
he
he was
was.
the smallest guy in the class,
Smallest
but
dude.
there,
He
he was running all of these big
Dude.
guys fucking constantly.
Dude, he was a giant killer. He was
Mhm.
a fucking slayer. Yeah, and that's what I mean. These dudes are old school, just old school shit. Like nothing crazy. Like,
Dude.
and to get that quality of muscle, and people are like, oh well, it's to get that quality. It's like, well, bullshit. Yeah, you look at like especially like a Dorian Yates who brought in mass. First bodybuilder,
He
to be
was the
300
mass
pounds.
monster. He
Yeah.
was the original mass monster.
Yeah, he freaked everybody. I know that was the shadow effect. Gone. You know, not saying in Hollywood to see everybody and try to get magazine covers and articles. Boom, take my check, going back to fucking England, go live in my basement in my broken down ass gym. I'll see you in the next year.
Yeah.
And then come out as a freak.
Yeah,
And,
fucking 300
dude.
plus pounds and just a fucking animal in the
Animal,
off season.
dude.
And then when he fucking shredded down and
Yeah.
fucking cut for the show,
Yeah.
dude was still
Well,
fucking
and if
300
you
plus.
listen to people that were there that day, like that saw him in person, people will swear that they'll be like, well, for one, we didn't have the video cameras back then. But
Right.
he's like, even with digital stuff nowadays, he's like, you will not believe what I saw.
Yeah.
Like in person standing in front of
Well,
me.
and that's the same thing. Like right after Dorian Yates fucking left the scene or fucking
Dude.
got overshadowed, Ronnie Coleman comes out.
Then Ronnie, yeah, and he was another one, same way.
And there's a
like,
reason why Ronnie was the king,
Dude.
because he trained fucking insane. Like insane. Like when you see him fucking front squatting 700
Dude,
pounds
yeah.
for fucking reps,
Dude.
or fucking back squatting 800 for reps.
2
and
weeks
then,
before the Olympia.
Yeah, and then he's over there
Deadlifting
deadlifting 800
800,
pounds
yeah.
for reps. It's like
Just, you know, and
nuts.
bench, and yeah, he sits there and like seated overhead off the rack, no Smith machine shit. He's got like 405, just
Yeah.
fucking. It's like holy shit.
yeah, he's over there fucking
Dude.
like rowing 405
Dude,
pounds,
like
but
nothing.
but there's a reason why he was
Yeah.
so fucking big.
Yep.
And there's a reason why guys like Phil Heath, Kai Green, and all those, after they came in, they were doing more drugs than reps, basically.
Right. Well, I believe it was that, and then the difference in like you look at those guys, they have that I believe that like that maturity in the muscle, it can only be obtained by the way it gets ripped by mass load
Right.
of heavy lifting, where nowadays it's so much hypertrophy work
Yeah,
to
it's
where
lower weight,
yeah,
more
an
reps.
expansion
Yeah.
of muscles, right? They want to pop. Like Phil Heath is the definition of a balloon effect.
Yes.
Like he's so open and everything is so just like wavy, like every bit of his muscle is completely opened up, right? Every fiber end to end, attachment to attachment, and his job to stay anabolic is to stay full, but you put a pump in there and it's like literally putting air in a balloon.
Yeah,
It just
and
explodes.
it just swells
Where
every
they-
little piece of every single
every
muscle.
single thing. They have to stay stretched and just full, right?
You're right.
Then you look at like a Dorian Yates or Ronnie Coleman, somewhere where they have mass load where muscles, not just the little baby tissues are getting ripped, the fucking muscles are getting
Everything
ripped.
is, yeah,
and it
because
comes back
they were
thicker,
training.
fuller.
Yeah.
It comes indifferently. It's not possible to make that same image of thickness.
Well, and they were training so fucking heavy,
Dude.
and then they were repping the shit out of it
Yes,
as
on
it was
top of
heavy.
it, yes.
And like Ronnie Coleman's biggest fucking thing was like, yeah, I train heavy. A lot of people fucking call me stupid for fucking
Yeah.
training heavy leading up to the Olympia, but there's a reason why I'm number one.
Exactly.
And he's like, because I train insane no matter what day it is, whether I'm cutting or I'm
Yeah,
on
it
my
didn't
off
matter.
season.
Didn't matter,
Like,
right. He was a
he's like,
strength trainer through and through.
yeah.
Like always.
Because the stronger you get, the bigger your muscles are going to have to get. And then when it comes up to the Olympia or anything
Yeah.
like that, that's when, you know, those guys are fucking maybe dropping a couple of pounds and then
Yeah.
just doing even more reps
Right.
to get all of the muscle striations or the definition
But they're
or anything
still out
in
there
there.
just ripping heavy load, not like let me do 20s for 1,000 reps.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that will stretch your muscles out and fill it with so much blood to where it can stretch, but on a normal basis, it don't sit like that.
No.
You feel flat and like, yeah, you're super stretchy and like balloony effect. Put some air in it.
Yeah,
and
you get
blow
like
up
all the
really
different
good.
muscle striations
Yeah.
and you get the definition and the tear and all
but
of
there's
that. But
no like meat. There's
Yeah.
no like you can see it with your own eyes. Like
Oh, yeah.
somebody that's like matured, thick, and then someone that like when you have a pump, yeah, you look good, but it looks cartoony-ish.
Exactly.
And that's what Phil Heath brought. Like
Yeah.
he had very cartoonish. But then even like you compare him to like dethroning my favorite Jay Cutler
Mhm.
because that dude, fucking. He went after the king.
there was
for
and
fucking
there was a
nonstop.
reason why the Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler rival was so fucking
Dude.
crazy because he came into the pack at fucking like 14th place.
Yeah.
And he was
Shit.
shitting the bed when it came to the Olympia.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, one year, he fucking comes back and
He's-
he's number 2.
Exactly.
And people went, holy fuck, who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's like, I just started fucking training crazy.
Dude, he did.
He's like,
he really did.
he's like, I put a bunch of fucking weight on the bar and did as many reps as possible every single fucking workout.
Yep.
And it's like, that's what it takes to get fucking strong. And then the more strength that you build, the more muscle you fucking grow.
Yep.
And then after that, that's when you kind of cut back on the calories and fucking destroy
Enjoy
the
it.
same fucking workouts.
Exactly.
And you just shred the fucking
Dude,
fat.
Exactly. Like, and that's the only way. He went from the old school, like just repping shit out, and yeah, look at where it placed him. You know what I mean? And then I loved him because he was the only one that, like, because Ronnie Coleman dominated the pack. Nobody could even touch him, right? So
No.
people wouldn't change up their things.
And yeah, and that was
They
for
would
what,
just-
7 years in a row or something
right.
like that?
It's not like anybody else was like, well, I look the best at this weight, so let's just keep this and just try coming in tighter. You
Right.
know what I mean? Where Jay was like, well, looks like we better start fucking deadlifting. We better start doing this.
Yeah.
And I've watched his videos like fucking day one to him.
His flat bench and his
Dude.
fucking incline bench and his fucking squats,
Yeah.
like everything started exploding
Dude.
when he put more weight on the bar.
Yeah, and that's what he said. Like, he said it sucked. He's like, but like, he was the only guy to like chase after that guy. Like, everyone else is just gonna stand there like, well, we'll try. And it was-
Everybody would show up to the Olympia
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm fighting for second or
exactly.
third.
He
It's
was
not
the
like
only one that like changed up his routine, even though he's been doing this for fucking how many years? You know what I'm saying? He did that change. He adapted, and yeah, he even said it. He's like, it sucked, like trying to get as big as fucking possible and as
Yeah.
strong as possible. You want to talk about work, but then look at the results. Like,
Exactly.
he fucking blew up to almost 300 pounds right there, matched toe for toe, and
Yep.
then finally dethroned him years
fucking
later.
dethroned him and then ran it for a few years, and then that's when the other dogs, you know,
Yep.
fucking.
And then the change started. They
Yeah.
didn't want to see the big guy. They wanted to see the balloon effect.
They
and
wanted
then
to
it-
see, and then you started getting, you know, the HGH slash
Dude.
insulin fucking.
fucking bubble guts going and
the
shit.
distended bellies and
Yep.
all of that, and then
Yep.
luckily the sport of bodybuilding is actually starting to come back.
It's going back to
the-
classic,
yeah.
huge classic.
Yeah, so
They
like
wanna
Chris
see Arnold.
Bumstead,
Dude, that
dude's
dude,
a fucking animal.
I love Chris Bumstead, and his physique is beautiful, but my favorite is his brother-in-law, Ian Valeri. I follow him. That dude is a fucking animal.
Dude, he is, but Chris Bumstead is like exactly what you would think when
When
it
you say
comes to
bodybuilder.
bodybuilder.
Absolutely.
You know, the
Absolutely.
fucking tight waist, shredded fucking abs,
Dude.
huge up top, fucking tree
Dude.
trunks for legs. Like,
he is beautifully built.
yes,
Beaut-
he
and
is. Like,
it's took
from-
him time, and he has grown it just so beautifully.
And then just like head to toe, he's just fucking like sculpted exactly what you would think a bodybuilder should be.
He really is.
And that's why, like, you know, I know that Chris Bumstead and like Phil Heath are in two completely different
right.
categories, and But it's crazy to see like the difference between the two.
Dude, very different. Very different.
And like the physique class is actually like coming back in full fucking swing.
It's actually become like the more popular
instead of the open class bodybuilding.
Exactly. That's very true. It's went to such a huge reign there for so long of freaks, and people still want to see freaks, but when it's like to this point of what we've taken it to now.
Well, and there's a reason why open bodybuilding or just bodybuilding in general is no fucking rules.
Dude, none.
So,
Get as big as fuck.
you got guys that are taking a gram of tren and a gram of test fucking on a weekly basis.
Dude.
And they're getting fucking huge.
Right.
But at the same time, like, people aren't really into seeing that anymore. They want to see the most shredded, the most physique, the most appealing look now.
Well, right. It's more like it looks, because yeah, exactly. They're trying to also, it's a business. They're trying to bring people into it of like, when outsiders look at it, right, I'm sure you've done the same thing. And I remember when I first started bodybuilding, I was watching Generation Iron, and my girl saw someone and goes, "Ew!" Immediately, right? It's just ew.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you want to look like that? And it's like, and at the time you're even like, well, I'm not that crazy, you know what I mean? And then as it changes, you know?
No, and it's funny because like I watched like the Rich Piana Chronicles and the Generation Iron 1 through 3.
Yep.
And Brooks watched it with me a few times, and she's like Seth Feroci.
Yeah.
Think he's a fucking solid looking dude.
He
like,
looks good.
Everything from fucking head to toe is proportional.
Yep.
Especially now with his little, or not little, but with his whole fucking transformation challenge that he's putting on and that he's actually competing in.
Is he?
He's not gonna take like first or anything like that.
But he's just doing
He's doing it for himself,
like a Rich would do it.
Yeah.
Like if you guys gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. And now that he's doing it, he's like shredded down. Fucking, he's around like I think he's like 215 or so, and dude's fucking just jacked.
He is. He is a huge inspiration.
And it's crazy because Brooke was like, he's just so puffy. Like, do you really want to look like that? I was like, I don't want to look like that.
Yeah.
I want to look close to that, but like that's just like an ultimate sign of strength and discipline and overall fucking like hard fucking work.
That's just another breed.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when people see that, like it should be motivating, but at the same time, like in a factor, like kind of intimidating. Yeah. Because it's like that's a whole nother breed of person.
You see a dude like that's wearing a fucking 2X shirt and it's filled out and you can see his fucking abs.
You can see like his abs and his veins coming through his back, like through his 2X shirt. It's like, that's another, but of course haters are going to be like, no, steroids. But then there's the people like us or anybody that even has any kind of normal fucking
just knowledge of the
sport would be like, holy shit!
Like that's a lot of fucking dedication, hard work, and just
like
day-to-day
let me just shake
consistency.
Your hand. Like let me just shake your hand because you are not of the norm.
No, and it's like because we know exactly what it's like to try and get to somewhere close to that point.
Yeah.
Like
we trying hard.
Like there's a reason why people on in my work or on my job site like look at me and it's like they're like, whoa. Like you go to the gym. It's like, I'm not the fucking average body type at all. And I'm not even fucking close to guys like fucking Seth or anything like that or Brian Shaw looking now. I mean, because now that he's changed his diet and around and whatnot, he's still in like the 400-pound area. Yeah. But dude's fucking ripped.
He's getting weight. Even in the World's Strongest Man, you can see like his shoulders and arms. Like he looked really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Even like before the Arnold that one year, he posted like a shirtless selfie or whatever it was. Like somebody took a picture of him. Like that was the most lean and cut that he's ever been in his entire life. And it was incredible to fucking see somebody at his size look like a fucking bodybuilder.
Dude, and that's what I like. And it almost seems like that's kind of the direction of strongman. Well, because it's becoming so fast. Yeah. You know, everything is still as heavy as it's ever been. It gets heavier, but they just want you to do that shit 10 seconds faster. Like, it's just run with this shit.
Exactly.
So, and that's kind of where I am with my dieting. And at the same point is, like, I want to be... Oh, did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? And...
cracking a crispy boy.
You know the old saying, but for so long that went away. You want to look like a bodybuilder, be as strong as a strong man,
train like a power lifter, look like a fucking bodybuilder, but be as strong as a strong man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always been
that faded away because it was like the big Sedrunuses and like you just admire the strength in general.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like your ass better be able to move like that. If not, then you better lean your ass down and get to work.
Yeah, because a lot of them is still like that static strength where having that little bit of fat around your muscles actually helps.
Oh my God.
But at the same time, now you're getting events like fucking 60 feet yoke walks, or you're getting fucking big stone loads, all that kind of shit, to where it's like repetitive stuff.
Or 60 feet for like 5 different implements.
Exactly.
Like I just watched Martins put it out, and it did sick. He did it like you're standing there. He did it run by run, person by person of the that West or which one? It was the one where the people just broke all the world records. And
Clash on the Coast.
Yeah, Clash on the Coast. He did one with Nick Best. It's like 2 videos, and they're like fucking 2 hours long. It's every person, and so I was watching the weights, of course, and it was 105s. So it's like where we would be, right?
Yep.
And manageable. The squat would have to definitely go up. Like 600 for reps, but everything else, like I think they did a medley, like a 300 log, and then 250 block press, and then a 175 circus, and then so it's like manageable, right? A little more working, obviously, but manageable. And then, but the 600-pound squat set up just like World's Strongest Man, where you touch the pads and go up on an axle. That not there yet.
Right.
And of course their deadlifts are heavy as fuck.
Oh.
You got Alex Bromley, you got fucking, and all that shit. Like those are up in the 600-700s, like repping.
Right.
Like, so we got work to do, but there was a point to all this. What were we?
I don't know. We do this kind of often.
We do this, but I had a really good point.
Fucking just run with the gun, and then all of a sudden we're like, well,
I was gonna bring that back around, and I forgot where the hell we were, honey. There was a total point to that.
Well, either way, we are starting to run out of time. We're at about our 60 minutes right now. So I think it's about time to fucking close it out. Again, make sure that you guys do check out the website, www.builtforwarstrength.com. There you can find all of our merchandise. We got the 30-ounce cups on the internet now.
Yep, check those guys out.
We've got the new Built for Lock collars.
Dude, they're awesome, seriously.
Built for locking fucking collars. Those things work amazing.
I actually need a pair from Sean.
And, I mean, I got a pair over there.
Oh,
you can buy from me.
There we go. I forgot he left them here to sell. That's right. That's right. I'm going to purchase.
Yeah, I went and bought them from him. So that's our, basically, he's an athlete and a supplier manufacturer.
That's right. Check him out.
Make sure you get on there. You can buy the Colorado Life Strongman tee, the Built for War OG logo tee.
Yep.
You can buy just about anything on there. I'll be creating a new page here in the next couple of days for the different types of implements that we're doing. If you want to buy a strength equipment or fitness implement, just go to just email builtforwar1776.com or at gmail.com. There you can tell me what you want, man.
Yeah, get creative, bro.
It's in full swing. So right now I'm designing a base for Fingal Fingers.
Sick.
Because somebody got a hold of a gigantic post that they want to fucking do for it. They just need the base built. Also just got done building a log, building a few circus dumbbells, building some farmer's carry handles, that whole ordeal. Make sure you guys also check out the Instagram at built_for_strong at Instagram there. There you can find all of the athletes, all of the training videos, and of course we tag all the athletes so you can go check them out on their personal pages. For me, that's going to be Austin Trotter. I am on Facebook as so, and if you want to check me out on Instagram, it's trot_trot.
That's right.
Big Mike, what do you got?
You guys can find me on Facebook or Instagram. It's just michael.lee.music. So you guys check us out there and the Built for War page. And, things are still swinging. Still working our asses off, getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner show. Put it on for you guys. I've been shouting that shit out to everybody.
Fuck yeah, I have too. And it's actually, we are finally at a quarter full. We've got 15 athletes signed up for this competition.
Sick.
If you guys want to get signed up, go to ironpodium.com and search for the Star Spangled Showdown.
Sick.
There you'll find all of the entry info and registration info and all of the different classes and weights that go with the classes. We also need to give a shout out to the sponsors. Number one sponsor of the podcast is always going to be Built for War.
Ooh.
the company of the night. Yeah, Built for War is an organic strongman community-based company that wants to see the strongman or just strength community overall thrive.
Absolutely.
We got ProSource Machinery out of Platteville, Colorado. You can go to them for all of your heavy equipment rental or purchasing needs.
That's right. Just right there on the east side of 85. I pass them boys every day.
Yeehaw. We also got CM Shepherd Construction. They actually just sent me all of their cards and everything to go
Sick.
into the athlete bags.
Nice.
If you are looking for home remodels or basically anything due to your house, they will fucking do it for
Yes,
you.
they will.
We also have Diversified Permits out of Anne Arundel County, Maryland. There you can get any of your permit needs for whether it is building a new commercial building, building a subdivision, whatever your little heart desires, they can put it together for you.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Hell of a fucking podcast this
Yeah,
one.
it's good, you
Yeah.
know?
We actually, you and I are good at doing this.
I know.
It just rolls off the
It
tip
does.
of the
It
tongue.
does. I enjoy it. It's like you get into like just like a mode. It's
Yeah.
like a lifting mode, right? You
Yep.
can just be joking around, whatever, and then you flip the switch and you get into your game.
And it's just like, boom, right
and
there.
it just goes. And yeah, we love this shit. So, guys, support the team, support the movement.
Remember,
Yeah.
this whole podcast comes as a community-based movement. We are
Yes.
trying to build the strength community overall, and we are trying to give it the attention that it deserves. So if you do like the podcast, please give it a share on your Instagram or your
dude.
Facebook. Let's get the
Definitely.
word out.
Yes.
We don't run ads on this show right now. We want it all organically grown to be something to where everybody can get in on it and
Absolutely.
everybody can grow from it.
Absolutely. That's what the biggest. That's the point behind all this.
Exactly.
So,
We got some big guests coming up
Yes,
that we're
we
going to
do.
talk about, and they should be on the show here soon. Other than that, I think that's going to do it.
that was good.
So,
All right, guys.
everybody out there, have a nice week.
Have a great week.
Work
guys.
your ass off.
That's right.
Do what it takes.
That's right.
And this is the Built for War podcast. We
That's
are
right.
signing off. Stay strong, everybody.
Stay strong, guys.
See ya.
Later.